In keeping with WCSB's policy of providing alternative programming for inquiring minds, we now present Praise the Ford, an auto-devotional message of prophet and promises with the Right Reverend Zachary Cash. And now, here is the man behind the wheel, Reverend Cash.
Hello, friends. I am your pastor, Easy Cash, and I welcome you to Praise the Ford. Today's Praise the Ford program is a special program. Yes, it is a very special program because today, dear friends, our Praise the Ford program is being heard for the very first time in that Mecca of industry, that birthplace of prosperity and innovation, that great city of Cleveland, Ohio. And I would like to tell each and every one of you that I am proud, truly proud to announce the expansion of our radio network family into such a vital hub of America's industrial heartland. We were needed here. We were called by the Ford to minister unto these stricken peoples, and praise the Ford, we have now begun to answer to that calling. And also, I'm grateful, eternally grateful, all our new brothers and sisters at WCSB, the radio voice of Cleveland State University, for all their efforts on our behalf. You have all certainly earned your places upon the Ford's eternal assembly line of greatness. And furthermore, I'm happy, joyfully happy, that the message of the Ford is reaching into new hearts and pockets in Ohio. And finally, I am sure as only I can be, that the word of the Ford will make a real difference in Cleveland. Will uplift, I say uplift, the people of Cleveland who now languish in their hour of deepest financial need. And if you believe that, yes, if you listening to your radio right now, if you believe that, or if you want to believe, or if you need to believe that the Ford and his humble servant, the Reverend Easy Cash, can help you to return to that broad and luminous expressway to prosperity, then I want you to say, Va-room. I know that many of you first-time listeners are confused and uncertain. You want to believe that financial salvation can be yours, but you are hesitant to va-room with us until you have a clearer understanding of the significance and potency of this expression. Well, good for you. I and the Ford would not have it any other way. Friends, I am going to reveal something of the meaning and magnitude of this expression in just a moment. But first, I would like you to listen to a few words from Deacon Phil Odendrum, our Crusade 83 chairman, after which I shall return with you directly.
Howdy friends, I'm Phil Odendrum, chairman of our Crusade 83 campaign. I'll be telling you much more about Crusade 83 in the weeks ahead, but right now I'd like to inform our new listeners that Praise the Ford is the radio ministry of the Right Reverend Ernest Zachary Cash. It is recorded right here in the Cathedral of the Day After Tomorrow, located in downtown Detroit, Michigan, and is distributed through the Midwest by Brave New World Ministries. If you're ever visiting the Detroit area, we would be pleased if you would attend our services. The Cathedral of the Day After Tomorrow is located on Cadillac Avenue off exit 219 of the Edsel Ford Expressway. Just look for the 8-story fiberglass statue of Henry Ford holding the multicolored neon Packard proclaiming "Gather ye here" with cash. For those of you who are unable to attend, the Reverend Easy Cash has prepared several publications that are unconditionally guaranteed to answer all your heartfelt questions concerning the way of the Ford, and at this time I would like to take a moment to briefly describe one of them to you. If you are interested in the historic founding of our faith, Reverend Cash has prepared a handsome loose-leaf autobiography entitled I Got Mine. I Got Mine contains vague references to Reverend Cash's early life, recollections of his early visions of the Ford, heart-rending stories of his years of grinding wage slavery, and an ostensibly documented account of his miraculous enlightenment and conversion on the road to Damascus, Ohio. It is illustrated in full color by over 36 family snapshots, graduation pictures, newspaper clippings, and florid artists' renderings, and includes a table of contents, glossary, and appendix for easy reference. Best of all, I Got Mine as a loose-leaf volume designed to accept new chapters yet to be written by the Reverend E.Z. Cash as he continues. The eye-catching Praise the Forward lapel buttons, 3-color EZ Cash silkscreen t-shirts, and the ever-popular I Got Mine bumper stickers. So act quickly. For further information on the I Got Mine autobiography, the Praise the Forward lapel buttons, the EZ Cash t-shirts, and the I Got Mine bumper stickers, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Praise the Forward, care of WCSB 89.3 FM, Cleveland State University Roads Tower, room 956, Cleveland, Ohio, 44115. That address again is Praise the Forward, care of WCSB 89.3 FM, Cleveland State University Roads Tower, room 956, Cleveland, Ohio, 44115. Now let me return you to the Studio A, here in the Cathedral of the Day After Tomorrow, where Reverend Cash is about to continue his instigational message of the week.
Welcome back, dear friends. I hope you found Deacon Phil's presentation educational, and I hope that you do take the time to write to me about your plans and problems. A few moments ago, I introduced many of you to the expression "va room," and while many thousands of individuals repeated the intonation at my request, I know that there are many of you that refrained because you are unfamiliar with its meaning, pronunciation, and usage. Well, dear friends, in the first place, "va room" is not a word that you will be able to find in your dictionaries, so please spare yourself that effort. And secondly, "va room" is not a foreign word, nor a specialized word known only to scientists, doctors, politicians, or those involved in the inscrutable practices of law or accounting. In fact, "va room" is not a word at all. No, dear friends, "va room" is not a word. It is a sound. Va room. Va room. And it is an evocative sound, for it is meant to conjure up in your minds the image, sound, and experience of a powerful 8-cylinder engine revving up to full speed on the highways of our carefree youth. Va room. Va room. Va room. We need to hear that sound again in our lives, brothers and sisters. What is more, we need to feel that feeling again. In this day and age of depressed economies and lowered expectations, we desperately need that feeling of limitless horizons and golden tomorrows that has somehow evaporated from our present lives. We must regain the momentum that was lost so that we may fearlessly accelerate into the future and beyond. We here at the Cathedral of the Day After Tomorrow have regained that drive, that zip, that power, and we are determined that someday soon we shall all feel that way once more. And all of this, dear friends, all of this and more is what we mean when we say, "Va room." I want you out there in our radio audience to say it with me right now. Yes, I understand that there are those of you that are shy or inhibited. I understand that there are those who feel that saying such a thing would make them look or sound silly. I understand all of this. But I want you to understand that if you can only let go of these feelings, let go of this cynicism, let go of this self-fulfilling expectation of failure, if you could just cut yourself a little slack, close your eyes and say it along with me right now. that you would somehow feel better and stronger and richer for doing so. So please, dear friends, close your eyes and say it with me now. Va-room. Va-room. I want you to feel the vibrations of that engine. Va-room. I want you to feel that clean, crisp wind in your face. Va-room. Feel the acceleration. Va-room. Say it like you mean it. Va-room. Say it when you have money. Va-room. Say it when you want it. Va-room. Say it when you get it. Va-room. Say it when you want more. Va-room. Feel good? I told you so. You know, I've done this before. I've taped the first introductory programs for each of our 17 network stations scattered all over the heartland of America. But I never tire of it. No, I never tire of introducing our new friends to the glory of the Ford. I never tire of revealing the words and works of the Ford, the saints of industry, and their glorious prophet, and praise the Ford! I never tire of receiving the power and profits that such teaching provides for me, the Ford's ambitious servant here on earth. Friends, I'm going to reveal something of the magnitude of that power and profit. Power and profit that awaits each and every one of you if you will only follow the Ford in our next Praise the Ford program. But right now, I'd like you all to turn to page 83 in your blue and white Naugahyde hymnals and sing along with me our closing hymn, Praise Him by whom all incomes grow.
You have been listening to Praise the Ford, the radio voice of the Cathedral of the Day After Tomorrow, with the Right Reverend E.Z. Cash. Join with us next week at this same time and station, and don't forget to write to Praise the Ford, care of WCSB 89.3 FM, Cleveland State University, Rhodes Tower, Room 956, Cleveland, Ohio 44115.
Any similarity between persons and situations portrayed on this program to any other persons or institutions, living or dead, is purely inconsequential. The views and opinions expressed on the preceding program are not necessarily those of the staff of WCSB or Cleveland State University, but they could be.